Well, why do you think that is? I mean, why is that? I mean, is it just because people are lazy today, or they're bored? I mean, are we just like bored, spoiled children who've just been lying in the bathtub all day, just playing with their plastic duck, and now they're just thinking, well, what can I do?
Okay, yes, we are bored. We're all bored now. But has it ever occurred to you, Wally, that the process that creates this boredom that we see in the world now may very well be a self-perpetuating, unconscious form of brainwashing created by a world totalitarian government based on money, and that all of this is much more dangerous than one thinks, and it's not just a question of individual survival, Wally, but that somebody who's bored is asleep, and somebody who's asleep will not say no? See, I keep meeting these people. I mean, just a few days ago, I met this man whom I greatly admire. He's a Swedish physicist, Gustav Bjornstrand, and he told me that he no longer watches television, he doesn't read newspapers, and he doesn't read magazines. He's completely cut them out of his life because he really does feel that we're living in some kind of Orwellian nightmare now, and that everything that you hear now contributes to turning you into a robot. And when I was at Findhorn, I met this extraordinary English tree expert who had devoted his life to saving trees. Just got back from Washington, lobbying to save the redwoods. He's 84 years old. He always travels with a backpack because he never knows where he's going to be tomorrow. And when I met him at Findhorn, he said to me, "Where are you from?" And I said, "New York." He said, "Ah, New York, yes, that's a very interesting place. Do you know a lot of New Yorkers who keep talking about the fact that they want to leave but never do?" And I said, "Oh, yes." And he said, "Why do you think they don't leave?" I gave him different banal theories. He said, "Oh, I don't think it's that way at all." He said, "I think that New York is the new model for the new concentration camp, where the camp has been built by the inmates themselves, and the inmates are the guards, and they have this pride in this thing they've built. They've built their own prison, and so they exist in a state of schizophrenia, where they are both guards and prisoners, and as a result, they no longer have, having been lobotomized, the capacity to leave the prison they've made, or to even see it as a prison." And then he went into his pocket and he took out a seed for a tree and he said, "This is a pine tree." He put it in my hand and he said, "Escape before it's too late." See, actually for 2 or 3 years now, Chiquita and I have had this very unpleasant feeling that we really should get out. And we really should feel like Jews in Germany in the late 30s. Get out of here. Of course, the problem is where to go, because it seems quite obvious that the whole world is going in the same direction. See, I think it's quite possible that the 1960s represented the last burst of the human being before he was extinguished, and that this is the beginning of the rest of the future now, that from now on there'll simply be all these robots walking around, feeling nothing, thinking nothing, and there'll be nobody left almost to remind them that there once was a species called a human being, with feelings and thoughts, and that history and memory are right now being erased, and soon nobody will really remember that life existed on the planet.
This is Psalms chapter 144, verse 11. It says, "Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood." Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi. Call Haloyim La Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Hawakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwat that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakathum. All right. The name of this lesson is based off of the video that you just saw. It's a very sad video, but it's a very truthful video, man, and it describes the beast so perfectly. Okay, this beast being the Matrix. What is the beast? The Matrix. The Matrix is the system. All right, the Matrix is the system that we live in under this rulership. And the name of this lesson is going to be the prison they envision. All right, the prison they envision. And we're looking, the further we get closer to the end, we're seeing more and more exactly why the Lord needs to come and save us. You see what I'm saying? We're seeing exactly why the Lord needs to come back and save us from this captivity, man. All right, to redeem us that right quickly. And he knows that this has to be done quickly, man. He knows that. He told us this. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved." Read that again. Except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? You listen to that one man who was explaining to the other dude, I believe his name was Mr. Wallace. Okay, he was explaining to Mr. Wallace that he and his wife wanted to take that old man's advice and leave. All right, they wanted to take his advice and get away, run away. Okay? But the truth of the matter is, they had to ask, where would we go? All right, where would we go? Because it's becoming clear now that the whole world is going in this direction. The whole world is going in this direction that we see, man. Okay? Where humans are no longer human. All right? Where we're no longer people. We're machines, or we're robots, we're androids, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? There's the breaking down of boundaries. There's no more order. There's no more structure. Let's go to Lamentations. We're seeing now that why the Lord has to come quickly. Why he is shortening the times. You know what I'm saying? This year went by in a flash. This year it went by in a flash. You know? Like, I believe this is the fastest year that I've ever experienced. You know, and scientists are now stating, hey man, you know, the earth is actually spinning faster now. You know? Let's go to Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. All right? Like the man said, you know, all the whole world is going in the same direction, the same dystopian, Orwellian direction, as they like to call it. You know? Based off of the movie 1984, you know, where everything was completely controlled, down to the very thoughts that you have. All right. It's Revelation chapter 3. Revelation chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." All right. We don't have to hold fast to what we know, man. Why? Because verse 10 says this, "Because thou hast kept the word of thy patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. I was just listening to the brother Yeshaya, okay, and you know, he was going into a video that was showing all these elites and what they really think, what they're really planning for. You know what I'm saying? This whole purge that they're preparing for, you know, they're not planning on you know, letting the whole population survive this. No. This has an end goal that they're looking towards. All right? And the Lord has to save us from this. Let's go to Psalms chapter 82. And Esau is looking for us to make a move, you know. Esau's looking for us to make a move, but we're not going to do nothing. That's the beauty of this whole thing, man. That's the beauty of this whole thing. We're here to simply wait on our Lord. You know what I'm saying? We're harmless as doves, man, but we wise as serpents now. This is Psalms chapter 82, verse 2. It says, "How long will ye judge unrighteously?" No, Salaki. That's the devil. That was the devil. Slip of the tongue, man. All right, Psalms chapter 82, verse 2. Let me read it again. "How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy and rid them out of the hand of the wicked." Okay? Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. We need to be rid out of the hands of this devil, man. And we are the poor that is speaking about. We are the poor. We're the downtrodden. Okay? We're those dry bones. We were those dry bones, man. Okay? We are what we're the ones that Lazarus actually, you know, represents. And these devils, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they are the ones that the rich man represents. Okay? Specifically the elites of these devils, man. That's the rich man. Like it says in Psalms, the 73rd chapter. You know, these are the wicked. Okay? They increase in riches. They prosper in this world, man. Okay? Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Everything is corrupted. Everything is corrupted. All right, Psalms chapter 73, verse 12. I got it. I mentioned this, so let's get it while I'm here. Okay, Psalms 73 and 12. "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches," man. We're looking for freedom from this place. Let's hit Psalms chapter 119. All right. Psalms 119, verse 126. "It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law." All right? They have made void the laws of the Lord, man. They've turned us all into these rats, you know what I'm saying, that's constantly having to live paycheck to paycheck, you know, day by day, and not having any rest. You know? That's why the scriptures say, this is not your rest, man. Let me grab that. Let's go to Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." All right? Even with a sore destruction. You're looking at this rat. He goes and grabs that he goes and grabs for that $100 bill, and he's trapped. You know what I'm saying? He's just trapped. And what he said is actually is absolutely, accurate, man. These people are done in the mind, man. You know what I'm saying? They're done. They're constantly living in this world that they perpetuate. They've been made to be wardens of their own prison. All right? And when you listen to Morpheus in the movie The Matrix, he says that the Matrix is a computer generated dream world, okay? Built to keep us under control. That's the beast. This is the beast that it's talking about. This whole system of corruption. All right? And the image of the beast is how we function in it. All the things that we need to function in this system. And they're about to implement the mark of this beast. And that's going to be a specific device that is going to enable you to function within this beast system. This is the whole matrix that they've been talking about, man. This is the whole matrix, man. You see? And it's spiritual because it was a jape. It was a so-called black woman who came up with the story for the Matrix, as well as the story for the Terminator. And they took her ideas. All right? This damn devil they stole her ideas, man. But of course it would come from the mind of an Israelite. Let's hit 2 Thessalonians. All right, 2 Thessalonians, let's start at verse 1. And let's read on down. 2 Thessalonians 2:1, it says, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahawah Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand." All right? "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that has happened. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." That's what's happening right now. Verse 4, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High." You listen to Yuval Noah Harari. You listen to Klaus Schwab. You listen to this bitch over in Australia. All right. You listen to Justin Trudeau. You listen to all these jokers that's a part of this system. Who are the gatekeepers? You listen to all these so-called illuminated ones. And they'll tell you. They'll tell you. They're telling you right now. They're being revealed. All right? Verse 5. "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time." It wasn't time for him to be revealed back then. Now it's time for this devil to be revealed, because he encased this entire world in darkness. All right? To the point where the Israelites would no longer remember who they were. Now it's time for him to come. Now it's the time for him to shine the light on him. Now it's time for the Lord, through his prophets, to shine the light on this devil, man. And he can no longer hide it. All right? Verse 7, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And the Lord's going to take him out of the way real soon, man. Real soon. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right? He's consuming him with the spirit of his mouth through that testimony, through the new song, through his prophet speaking. All right? Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And when he unveils this brain device, when he unveils the miracles, the so-called miracles, you can see, you can walk again, okay? You'll be able to talk again. All these different things, man, you'll be able to go on the internet telepathically. All this shit. These are those signs and lying wonders, man. All right? And the Lord is about to put it all to rest. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 32. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 5. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. All right? Let me hear that. Let's read that in the NLT real quick. Bear with me. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 5. In the NLT, it says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. Okay? Scoundrels will not be respected. Look at what's happening with these Edomites. Look at what's happening with this so-called white man. Look at what's going on with so-called white people. They're not respected no more, are they? They're not respected no more, are they? All right? Look at their women. Their women being called Karens and Beckys. Look at what's going on with them. Huh? All right? Let's continue. Let's actually get the NIV version. All right, the NIV. No longer will the fool be called noble, nor the scoundrel be highly respected. Okay? English Standard Version. The fool will no more be called noble, nor the scoundrel said to be honorable. Let's get that. Yeah, let's get that. Wisdom of Solomon, man. Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. Let's grab it. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 17. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. All right? Let's jump back. Okay, this devil's not in a position no more where he can just call the shots. All right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 29. All right, you know where we heading. Proverbs 29 and 2. And it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Jump down to 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. But the righteous shall see their fall. And the elect are going to see the fall of the enemies, man. The elect are going to see the fall of their enemies. You see what I'm saying? Book of Sirach. There be 9 things. There be 9 things which I count joy in my heart, man. All right, let's get that. All right, Ecclesiasticus, so the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter in my tongue. All right, The 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. We're about to see that day. We finna see that day, man. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 11. And let's get verse 10. Proverbs 11 verse 10. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting. All right? This is why all the nations are not going to stop. They're not going to try and defend this devil when he's being brought down. And nobody's going to try and defend him. Nobody's going to try and protect him. No one's going to come to Esau's aid. Nobody. Let's go. Let's jump down. Let's go to verse 18. It says, the wicked worketh a deceitful work. This is why they're not going to come to the defense of Esau in that day, man. Because the wicked worketh a deceitful work. No one's going to come and defend this devil, this so-called white man. Nobody. Understand that the wicked worketh a deceitful work. And this same deceitful work has affected the entire planet. The entire planet. All right? You're looking at this dollar that this rat is trying to reach for. That represented the control over the entire planet through this one reserve currency. Watch what happens, man, when the Lord destroys it all. All right? Continuing, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. All right, and he's going to give reward unto his prophets and to those that believed on the message, on the doctrine. All right, we come into a time, man, where Esau is going to be taken out of the way. Let's get Sirach chapter 10 verse 8, and let's close it there, man. Sirach chapter 10 verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and we're looking forward to that day, man, where this devil is finally taken out of rulership. All right, and the children of Israel take their rightful place, because this world needs a reset. All right, this world definitely needs a damn reset. All right, and we finna get the righteous reset. Not the reset that Esau wants. You see what I'm saying? Because he's the one that created all this. Imagine if he was the one that would have the birthright. Imagine it. We would be seeing hell. Absolute hell. And this planet would not survive. Alright, so I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to say call Halayim La Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi Bahashem Harakahakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone for my ground in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.